I gotta add like 10K. I have pretty much everything on my character and plot worksheets filled out. And I have written down some of the things in the plot that I want to change, or just little bits of information that I want to move closer to the beginning of the book. Now I have to transfer all of that information onto the computer. I'm gonna fill it all out in like a Microsoft document because I'm gonna have somebody else look over all my answers and just kind of get approval before I actually dive into the manuscript itself. It's not that I need approval really to move on and move forward. I just want approval. I just want approval. I just get my manuscripts printed out through the Staples website, and it's the easiest thing ever. I mean, it's not that expensive. My middle grade drafts always come to like the 30K range. This is 35K, and then it's like it's about $30. So yeah, it's like $1 per 1,000 words, actually. But I also get the spiral bound, and you don't have to do that. You don't have to get fancy. Like, you don't have to get this protective cover like I did that, but it just makes it a little bit more expensive to do that, to get the backing and stuff. So yeah, but it just makes me be able to see things differently, to see the text in my hand, read it all at once. It's not on screen, and be able to write in the book and highlight things, sticky note things, sticky tab things. Although my daughter gets into the drawer where I keep those, she just makes a total mess. Like, these used to be all together like a Post-it book. Now, look, because she just likes to rip them apart, and I have to just throw them back in the drawer. They're probably not even sticky anymore, so I have to get new ones. The joy of motherhood.
I can't think. What am I supposed to do?
Writing tip number 2 from me.
What am I supposed to do?
Get a plant for your writing desk for those times when you're suffocating under the weight of rejection or querying or revision, drafting, whatever the case may be. Oxygen. It's very important to write, I would say. And the more, the better. Plus, it just livens the space. Also, name your plants. Preferably puns, because that's puns make everything better. I would say that I have 3 plants, but I just threw Stemphany away because she was dying, because I kill everything. I mean, I don't kill everything, I kill plants specifically, so let's not think that I'm a murderer or anything like that. So Stemphany just died, and I have, this is Teresa. And then in my hallway stairway thing is a hanging guy. He hangs like this. I don't even know the type. That's how bad of a plant person that I am. But he hangs, and so his name is Hank, and that's spelled H-A-N-G-K. Hank. Not that anybody watches these yet, but if you have a plant and it has a name, I want to know what it is. I especially want to know what it is, if it's a pun. And if you don't have a name for your plant, please let me name your plant, because I would love to. Just in case you haven't picked up on it by now, my writing tips are probably always going to be like not even serious. I'm not going to give you anything that is like, I'm not going to tell you what to do with writing, because I kind of don't like that. I mean, I love to hear what other people do, but I don't like to be told like, do this or else you're doing it wrong, or do that or else you're not doing it 100% right. You just kind of got to figure it out for yourself, what works for you, because each person has their own process that works for them. And so nothing is really wrong unless you're just like banging your face off the keyboard, because that would actually be wrong. I recommend using your fingers. That's writing tip number 3. Use your fingers when you type. I'm not a Beatles fan, and this is not mine. I know that you can see this in my screen, but I share this desk with my husband, and he's the Beatles fan, not I. Today's Thursday, but I don't really expect myself to get really far today, because I don't want to rush this revision. I want to push it forward, because I might need to think about the changes more before I even do this. So if I start to do this and I don't feel ready for this step, then I'm just going to stop. There's one thing in particular that I know needs to change, and when I change it, it's going to cause a domino effect of other changes. So maybe marking those spots, keeping an eye out for the spots where those domino effect type things are going to happen. But like I said, I don't want to rush this. So if I start going through this and I feel like I'm not ready to do it yet, then I'm not going to force it. So far, actually, quite the opposite is happening. Instead of me not feeling ready to do this, it's just popping right into my brain. Things to change. It's not as difficult as I thought it might be. Okay, I need to watch my tongue, because it's going to get a lot harder when I actually go into the document and try to make the changes. Spotting the changes is a little bit easier than making them. I know better than that. I feel like I shouldn't have even started this now, though, because I don't have a lot of time, because I have to make dinner soon. So that was just dumb on my part. I should wait until tomorrow when I have a bigger chunk of time, because now I feel like continuing and I can't. So, oops. You know what I'm proud of myself about? I loved my opening. So I started with dialogue, and I really wanted to start it that way. A couple times different people said to me, like, hey, maybe don't start with dialogue because we don't know who's talking yet. We don't know anything about her. We don't know anything about where we are. But a couple people told me, though, that it was fine. But in the end, now I am starting to really be okay with the fact that I do need to change the opening. I'm going to keep the scene the same. I think the characters are still going to be doing all the same stuff, but I need to start with setting first, and I need to make sure that I establish who the main character is and where they are before she just goes dialoguing. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll make a lot more progress than I did today, because I don't have a lot of time. And I don't know why I'm trying to force it when I only have small chunks of time. Revision isn't that, like, drafting, I can push out a paragraph whenever I have like 15 minutes or 20 minutes to spare during the day. But with revision, I need a bigger chunk of time than this, because I can't really just, I have to get into the mindset. And then once I'm in it, if I have to pull back out of it in 20 minutes, it's just harder. And then, you know, I have 3 kids, so it's not easy to get that big of chunks of time. But hopefully tomorrow night, I might join Alexa Dunn's live sprint that she's doing, even though it's at 10 o'clock my time. I'm a night owl anyway, and I can probably get more things done. Yeah, feeling pretty good about it so far. Not too bad.